I'm Dr. Lisa Oates, talking herbs with Dr. Sue Evans, and today we're talking about Dioscorea villosa, or wild yenna. Not one of your favourites, Sue?
No, not one that I've had. I mean, I haven't had negative experiences with it, but I've never really got a sense of it. And I mean, I think that it's useful to think of plants the way you think of people, like that there are plants that you'll really resonate with, that you'll be attracted to, that you'll have fabulous results with, and there'll be those that they're kind of more, so you'll have close friends, you'll have acquaintances, and you'll have people that you just never got to know, and that's what happens in the world. Or there'll be plants that everybody else says this is wonderful for X, and you don't find it wonderful for
I don't
X.
get it.
Or you actually have, you take it yourself and you have a bad reaction, and it doesn't. So, I mean, just as we need to we can think of plants as people in terms of them all having their unique personality and their unique needs to thrive. That they're all like, there's different parts of the plant that are harvested. Some plants need different ecosystems. Some like to be cultivated, some don't like to be cultivated. Some like different temperatures, different parts of the world that they thrive in. Some will thrive anywhere. But yeah, and I'd suggest, I mean, you're doing Materia Medica, you're going to be overloaded and overwhelmed with the number of things you're going to have to remember. So my suggestion would be, think of a couple of plants that you like, grow them, get to know them, get to know one plant. The way that you know one plant will be the way that you can know any plant, but also know that some of them you're only ever going to know superficially, and some of them, hopefully, you'll have a really deep relationship with. I think Dioscorea, I've seen it grow in the wild, and I think it's absolutely beautiful, but it's not one that I've ever really gotten to know.
And I think you made a really good point earlier that herbs have personalities.
Yeah.
And we need to get to know the personalities of the herbs. We can't just understand their constituents and their actions and mechanisms of action. We've actually got to get to know the personalities of the herbs. And sometimes we don't like them.
That's right. That's right. I mean, herbs are, they're non-human life forms, but there's more and more work being done on plant sentience, so the senses that plants have. There's really exciting research being done that reinforces a lot of the old understandings that people have had in the past, or that other cultures have, or that shamans have about the personality of the plant. But and again, it's like you'll have plants who are your friends and allies, and yes, as herbalists, we have a particular responsibility for the plant world, and a particular responsibility to ensure that the remedies that we're using, we're also looking after. But we don't.
So even if we don't particularly,
we don't have to love all of them equally.
We still have to look after them.
That's right. We do.
Beautiful.
Right.
Thanks, Sue.
Okay. Thanks, Lisa.